Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'll show you how to make easy vegan gluten-free ramen featuring my vegan sliced eggs. And if you haven't seen my vegan sliced egg video yet, I'll post a link in the description down below. This ramen is filled with healthy and savory ingredients, making it a mouth-watering treat any time of the day or night. I'm starting out with a 14-ounce block of extra firm tofu that I've wrapped and pressed for about 20 minutes. I'm going to cut the tofu into strips this time, so I'll just cut the block into eighths. And then I'm going to cut each slab into thirds. And once the tofu is fully cut, I'll go ahead and prepare the marinade. I'm using tamari, which is gluten-free soy sauce, and I'll add in 2 tablespoons to a marinade dish. I'm also using toasted sesame oil, and I'll add in 2 tablespoons of that as well. Then I'll just give it a little whisk and a little swirl, and then I'll add in the tofu strips. And I'm going to secure the lid on the container and give it a really good shake to make sure all the surfaces of the tofu get nice and saturated. And that looks really good. It's going to be very tasty. And I'll just pop that into the fridge and let it do its thing. So now I'm going to start on the veggies. I've cleaned and dried the mushrooms and the radishes, and I'll slice them up to get them ready for a quick saute. I just love the pungent bite of radishes. They're definitely one of my favorite veggies. So moving on to the broth, I'm using Good and Gather veggie broth, and with this nickel-free stainless steel cookware, you actually add the ingredients before adding heat. And once it starts to pre-simmer, I can add in the flavorings. And I'm adding in 1 teaspoon of ground ginger, and 1/8 teaspoon of white pepper. And then I'm going to add in about 1.5 tablespoons of gluten-free organic white miso. And I'm going to give it a good stir and just let the heat get going at dissolving that miso. And I can really smell the ferment on this miso. It's almost like a light whiff of beer. I'm going to stir and check it occasionally to see how much the miso has dissolved. And now it's looking pretty good. The broth is cloudy, and that's a sign that the miso has dissolved and has become fairly incorporated within the veggie broth. So I'll just remove this from heat, and now I can get started on the tofu strips. And I'm going to fry them on the stovetop, and there's no need to add any oil to the pan since there's already plenty of toasted sesame oil in the marinade. You want to turn them over a couple of times so that each surface gets nice and browned, and a pair of tongs works great for that. Alright, so the tofu is done, and I'll just set that aside as I get started on the veggies. I'm going to saute the radish first, and when they're ready, I'll just put them in a strainer while I move on to the mushrooms. But be sure to wipe down the pan first because sauteing does leave a color residue behind on the pan, and I don't think I want pink mushrooms, at least not today anyway. These cremini mushrooms look and smell delicious. Okay, so the radish and mushrooms are done, and now for the spinach. And that cooks up pretty quickly. And now I'm ready to prepare the noodles. I'm using these organic jade pearl rice noodles, and they're gluten-free and delicious and also a pleasant shade of green. So I've got my water to a boil and I'm dropping in the noodles, and then I'm going to take my tongs and place the noodle cakes upright to get them prepared for separating. And after about 3 to 5 minutes, I'll reduce the heat and begin to break them apart gently with 2 forks. Then I'll just let them boil for another 3 to 5 minutes. And they're looking pretty nice and separated. So I'm going to drain the noodles now and get ready to prepare my epic ramen bowl with sliced vegan eggs. I'm not sure if you can see the jade color of these noodles, but it really is lovely. So now I'll add some broth after giving it a little stir to get that miso up. And it smells delicious. So I've added my tofu strips to the bowl, and now I'm going to place my veggies. And there's my mushrooms. And my radishes. And spinach. And now for my magical vegan egg slices. And I think I'll place one row at the top and one at the bottom. And that looks so pretty. And now for my garnishes. Some sliced green onion, some black sesame seeds, and a few sprinkles of red chili flakes. And wow, it looks so delectable. I can hardly wait. Be sure to check out my vegan sliced egg video for directions on how to make these vegan eggs. And hit the like and subscribe button for more bomb vegan gluten-free ideas like this one. Okay, love you guys. Catch you later. Peace.